everybody, this is Ms. Wheeler. This is your video walkthrough of your career research assignment. Feel free to forward and backward as far as wherever you need to find where you're at, because I'm starting at the beginning. So you're going to click on this aptitude test in order to finish and create the aptitude test. And then it'll come back with this 2 tests, this orange kind of button here. You click on that, and then you just keep doing this. You're going to pick one that is your favorite. If it's your favorite, you're going to click on the green check mark. If it's like, oh, this is out of the 4, this one's the worst one for you, you'll check the X button. Okay, the other 2, you'll be in the middle, and you just leave them alone. Then you scroll down and you hit next for each one. So I'm going to just go and do this real quick so you can see at the end what it looks like. And then I'll show you what I want you to put on your next screen, or on your actual assignment. In order to show you that, I gotta click through as fast as I can. But this is gives you a good visual of what you might be doing, and gives you some ideas if you don't have any ideas, different careers that might be a good fit for you. And if you already know what you want to do, that's okay. You can use that for the assignment later. Anyway, even if it doesn't show up in here, but it gives you some good backup ideas at least. Okay, so now it comes back, it says select educational level. So this you want to only put stuff that you're willing to do, and then it'll narrow down your results. So for me, I would definitely want to do more than high school GED and high school usually required. Like I could select all of them, but I actually want to take those out because usually they're not as high of paying. And so I want higher paying ones, but it depends on your situation. So I'm going to check these 2. I highly encourage all of you to do something after school, and vocational school can definitely do that. Okay, end of test results, you can do your age, educational level. I think you can skip it though. Yep. So then it gives me the test results, and it does this 6 personality types, which I think is kind of interesting. You could read through it, but this is not what I want. So do not copy and paste this. It also gives you this nice little chart, which shows you where you fit within those personality types. I do not want this either. So don't take this information and paste it. Interesting, but not what I want. This is what I want. Your list of occupations that are saying are good fits for you. So the top one is usually the highest percent. This is saying this is like an 88% fit for me. Okay, I just filled it out randomly. So, chef, not too bad though, I teach foods. So just kind of FYI, this is gonna be your stuff. To make it smaller, you can click these, right? Just click the words and it'll be smaller and it'll be easy to copy and paste. But if you want more information about what is that exactly and what educational level does it mean, you can click on it and find that out. Okay, but for this assignment, there we go. Copy, I'm going to highlight, and then paste. I at least do the first 5, I'd say. But after that, it's kind of up to you. And then I'm going to go back in here and paste it. Wait. My internet's being kind of pokey. There we go. Okay. So that's that. No. Ooh. Okay, let me get out of there. Okay, so now that's that piece. I could make them smaller if I want to, but that's okay if it takes up that much room. Okay, so then once you do that, you're done. You can also look through and see what one of these things interests you, and then you could, that's going to be your career that you're going to research. Okay, again, if you have another career in mind, you can do that career instead. It does not have to be one from the above. Okay, next you're going to go to this BLS.gov site. This is where you should find all your information. If you can't find your information there, you're going to have to contact me. It's pretty rare that you can't find what you want, but it does happen. Every once in a while I get that. So what you're going to look for is in this is kind of like a screenshot, and then you're going to do a Google search in here, and then you need to make it until you find one that says Occupational Outlook Handbook for the career that you want to do. So I'll show you on this one. So I'm clicking on doing this little Google search, right? You can't see it, it's out of your window that you're seeing, I think. Shoot. I'm going to move it up a little. So I'm going to research electrician. Okay, that's my job I'm going to do. Okay, so I do a little search there, and then I'm going to try it if it's the first one that pops up. I click on that, and it is. See how it says Occupational Outlook Handbook? It has all these little tabs that are going to help me with my information I need. That's what I want. Okay, if though you get something that looks like this, that's not the right thing. Okay, it has to have that Occupational Outlook Handbook and all those little tabs. So keep just like going down a little, like keep, usually one of the first two, it's it. Every once in a while though, there isn't one, but it might be the third or the fourth that says that. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that, go back to my electricians, and then this is where I'm going to take and I'm copying the link that goes directly to where I want it to be. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right here in this question 1. Okay, and then I have the direct link so that when I grade it, I can easily grade it. Oh, my cat's making an appearance. And then for career choice, I would type in electrician. Okay. And then the next step, so you're going to leave this open. Don't exit out of this Occupational Outlook Handbook. You're going to go back to that. Okay. And then I don't need to be in here anymore. My next step is looking at a college I want to go to, or post-secondary. If you don't want to go to any post-secondary, meaning anything after high school, for most of you, I'd really have you try to do some kind of certification program, apprenticeship program, something. It really increases your pay significantly. But if you really are like, no, I'm sad, I don't want to do it, I'm not going to, please just contact and email me, or in the chat when we're on a Zoom meeting, check in with me. And we can kind of figure that out. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm going to pick an institution that is not, oh, my cat's typing a bunch of stuff for you all. Trying to do a video walkthrough, will be around forever, and here he is, being irritating. Hang on. Okay, so when you're doing this, I'm not going to look up an electrician one because I don't want you all to be able to copy and paste this whole thing into yours and be like, I'm going to be an electrician, and it's going to work. So I'm going to find a 4-year degree place that doesn't work with this. So I'm going to do, let's do, I don't know, I like River Falls. Okay, University of Wisconsin, River Falls. So I'm out in Wisconsin, it's a nice school, it's cute. So I'm going to go over here. So again, this isn't not going to fit with an electrician. They don't have an electrician program, so do not put this for electrician. But I'm showing you where to look to find the stuff that you're going to need later. So on here, I'm going to do admissions. And then it says undergraduate. Sometimes you click on that, but I can see down here it says cost and financial aid. So I'm going to click on that. And then undergraduate admission, again, cost and financial aid on the bottom. Oh, it's being very particular, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to try to scroll down. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this one's nice in the fact that it breaks it down for the year. And it's actually really pretty reasonable. So this is tuition and fees for a Wisconsin resident. A Minnesota resident, they have reciprocity, but it's just a little bit more. But it's not much, right? This one is Midwest Student Exchange Program, so it would be from these other states. So it's more expensive, but not total out-of-state residency. Okay, so if you are from Minnesota, you're going to pay this much. Okay, and then, so what we'd look at is I'd take and copy this over. Look at it. Oops, sorry, I'm way ahead of myself. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, I'm farther than I want to be, I'm going to take this, copy it, and I'm going to paste it into this link. So then I would put Riverview UW River Falls. And then I would put River Falls, Wisconsin. Okay, if this is the only school I wanted to go to, then I'd be good, right? So if I want to go to a different school, though, I have to look up that school. I am going to show you, let's do St. Paul College. Real quick. Because some colleges do like St. Paul College, and they show you per credit. So again, I'm going to go up to admissions. This one says tuition. So instead of cost, this one says tuition. I'm going to click on that. And then click on tuition down here. And then it's bringing me to the correct spot. Okay, I just scroll down. See how this one is giving me a tuition per credit? And this one is giving me a little bit different amount depending on what I'm going into. And we're not going to take the time to do that. So if it ever gives you a range, kind of pick somewhere in the middle. So for this, I'm just going to do $200 per credit. Okay. I could do more. If you're doing like something that would be highly intensive, like a culinary program, it's a lot of food payments, so it'd probably be higher. Maybe some of the other stuff would be too, I don't know. So I'm going to take, usually people take a full load, and so that's usually about 15 credits per semester, which to be a whole year, which we're trying to calculate the whole year, would be 30 credits per year. And so I'm going to take my $200 times 30 credits is $6,000. Okay, so if I'm filling out the stuff below, I'm going a little out of order here. We'll go back to that. But if I'm filling it all below, if this was my thing, I would fill out $6,000. Okay, this would be my, if I was doing, actually let me make the, we'll do St. Paul College. Make sure you're filling this out. This one's going to be UW River Falls. Okay. So we'll say maybe we're going 2 years here and 2 years there and split it up. Save money if you go to a community college. Okay. Now notice on here, there's no room and, or sorry, wrong one. For St. Paul College, there's no room and board. And the reason that is they don't have dorms there. So you have to kind of calculate, there's a net price calculator that can help you calculate your room and board if you're doing that. And you can go ahead and feel free to do that. I'm not going to take the time to do that though. And then if we go in here, if you want to do room and board and you're staying at home, that would be 0. And you put staying at home. So then I know that you don't need room and board if your parents are going to pay that for you. Room and board means like rent, utilities, all of that stuff to live, probably pay for food for you. That's all of that. Okay. And then what I want you to do is do books and spending. So this should be like minimum of $1,000 all the way to $2,000. Depends. If you think you have a, like again, a culinary program is going to have higher fees, I'd have that be more like $2,000. Okay. This one, I would additional spending money. Everybody should do at least $2,000. This is just going to be like eating out, all your miscellaneous stuff. And then you're doing a subtotal. So like here, I would be 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be 9,000. Okay, so I'm just adding all the previous ones up, and I get a subtotal for that. Total number of years, I'm going to say 2 to do whatever program it is I'm doing. And then total for all the years, I take 19 or 9, multiply it by 2, and then I get 18,000. Does that make sense? Okay, if I go back to the River Falls one, I'm looking back at this one. Okay, say we're Minnesota residents, so I'm going to take that 9,143. I'm going to do that. So it's 9,000 instead of just the 6,000. Okay, room and board, this one I might be living on campus.